Well, hello there, everyone. This is Jim Laughter again in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're going to kick off another uh, session of our study today. I'm just going to share my screen with you here, and we will just get started and see if we can make any sense out of today's lesson. I'm going to turn off a few buttons here that I can get out of the way, and we'll just get started. Sorry, it takes a minute to get set up here. All right, so let's just get started here. We are moving into our third part of this book, Four Color Personalities for MLM. I hope that you have gone back and watched sessions 1 and 2. We'll talk about those here in a second, but this is the book we're working on, the Four Color Personalities for MLM, the secret language for network marketing. Now, we do spend a lot of time on this book in particular, talking about network marketing, and simply because that is our industry. That is what we do. And I hope that you are successful at it. If you're not successful at it, I hope this book helps you become successful at it. Now, we have looked at several other books. These are a few of the others that we've looked at. If you go back into our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see these other books as well. They're all very good. We did these books prior to transitioning into the network marketing business that we're in. So you may hear some references to another company that is no longer a part of us. And so we have moved over to another company. What we did actually was we took the company that we were with and merged it into another company and formed a large international company. Unfortunately, our ethics regulations don't allow us to talk about our particular company simply because we don't want people to get the idea that we're promoting some kind of a get-rich-quick scheme. What we do is network marketing, and it is network for a reason because it takes work. And so if you are in network marketing and you're not working, you're not in network marketing. You're just sitting around on the couch working. So what this book does here is helps us identify the kinds of people that we talk to in network marketing and how we build teams of people, how we identify the people that we're looking for. So what we've done so far is now there's four different color personalities. The first one is yellow, then there's blue. We've talked about both of those. We'll talk about those again here in a second. We're going to be talking about red. As you can tell, I'm wearing my red shirt today. Next time we speak about, on our next session, we'll talk about green, and I just happen to have a lovely green shirt. So anytime you're looking at these, you'll know what session we're talking about. But we started out talking about the yellow personality. Now, the yellow personality is a helper. These are people that you will meet when you're prospecting for your network marketing business. These are people that you will meet and you will prospect to try to get them to either buy your product or to join you in business. And you will find these people, their personality is not outgoing. It's not robust. These are people who we could describe in one word as help. That's what they do. Network marketing, yellow personalities are professional helpers. These are people who enjoy careers that help people. So think about careers that you know of people who like to help, who live their whole lives with the goal of helping other people. These would be service workers such as nurses or doctors or that sort of thing. These are people who would be hospice workers, hospital people, just people whose whole idea about life is helping other people. If you have a mission in your town, in Tulsa, we have a mission that's called the John 3:16 mission. And what they focus on is helping indigent people, people who are homeless and that sort of thing, people who live on the streets. That their idea of help is to help these people find shelter and help these people find clothing and eat a decent meal, because we know that homelessness is just rampant in the United States, and it has been for the last couple of years. It has been for the last several years, but it's just gotten worse. And so the people that take care of these kind of people are yellow personality. But in network marketing, you're not looking for homeless people to bring into your business, but you do need people in your business that have a help mentality. In network marketing, we often gather together and have events, we have training sessions and all that sort of thing. And you'll find people in your business that want to be in the background to help people maybe sign in and get set up for a event or something like that. If you have a presentation of your business model in your home or in a hotel or wherever you do it, these are the kind of people that want to be in the background. They're not interested in standing in front of people, making a speech or talking about the marketing plan or showing numbers or demonstrating products, any of that sort of thing. These are the people who are in the background, who just want to help. And then the other personalities that we talked about the last time we got together, we talked about the blue personality. Now, the blue personality and the yellow personality, they're polar opposites. They are completely different types of people. Where the yellow personality person, that's hard to say, but the yellow personality person wants to be in the background. But the blue personality, you can describe that person in one word, and that word is party. The blue personality is the person who wants to be up front. The blue personality is the person who wants to hold the microphone. The blue personality is the person who wants to have fun. These are people who are always looking for an adventure. The blue personality wants to try new things. They want to meet new people. They want to get out. They want to travel. These are the people that you need in your business for a very, very simple reason. And that's because they never meet a stranger. These are the kind of people that will bring in lots of other people to your business. Now, they're not real good at staying focused, and they're not real good at follow-up, but they are great at meeting a lot of folks. A blue personality, it talks all the time. So they've always got something to say. Generally, they're talking, and then if they're doing any thinking at all, they're thinking about the next thing they're going to say. They're multitaskers. These are people that can do 4 or 5 things at one time. A blue personality is excited all the time. A blue personality is the kind of person that you can be having a business presentation in a hotel room, and a blue personality is the kind of person that'll jump up, run out into the hallway and find a total stranger and invite them to come in and see your business model. Now, you need blue personalities in your business. If you're in network marketing, you've got to have excitement. You've got to have people who want to speak to other people and stir the pot, if you will. You don't want all blue personalities because they'll drive you out of your mind. They're not easy to train. A blue personality is someone who is very I don't want to say self-centered, but they're very self-focused. They know what they want. They want excitement. And so in network marketing, we want excitement in our business simply because the blue personality brings in a lot of people. And in network marketing, new people in your business will be the lifeblood of your business. You don't want all blue personalities because you won't have any kind of control at all, and you'll find yourself in a mixed up situation. So yellow personalities are people who want to help. Blue personality are people who want to party. They want to have fun. They want to try new things. They're always meeting new people. That's the first 2 sessions that we covered. But today we're going to switch gears again, and we're going to talk about the red personality. Now, the red personality is the person in network marketing that you really want to focus on. These are the kind of people that you want to seek, that you want to search out, that you want to prospect, and you want to bring into your business. Now, remember that when we first started this book, we talked about the secret languages of the different colors. Every color personality has their own language that they speak. There are key words and phrases that you have to learn, that you need to know, that you've got to incorporate into your conversation in order to attract the kind of person that you're looking for. Yellow personalities, we talked about talking to people on a help basis. On the blue personality, we talked about having a party, momentum, that sort of thing. In this session, we're talking to people about one word again, and you can describe a red personality as someone who is interested in results. They are bottom line people. These are people that are wanting to do that. They see your business model, regardless of what your model is. It doesn't matter what company you're in. It really doesn't. There are a whole bunch of good network marketing companies in the world, not just in the United States, but around the world. There are a lot of good network marketing companies that have a good product or a good service. They have good marketing plans. They pay good money, some better than others. And everybody who is building a business, regardless of the company, needs to have red personalities in their business, simply because the red personality is interested in results. They're interested in the bottom line. They're interested in the money aspect of it. They're not necessarily out there to have fun. They're out there, they make a plan and they work their plan. They see the business model. They understand the numbers. They set goals. They do all of these things that's absolutely necessary in business, and particularly network marketing business. And these people, the red personality, will be the lifeblood of your business. So in most network marketing companies, they work on a team basis. Some companies are binary, where you have a top position and then you feed down off of that top position, or you can have a top position, and the top position we would call you, and you build across your front line and then down. There's all different kinds of models, whichever one company you're in, however they work it, just pay attention to it. But what you need to do, let's just say as an example, let's say that you are in a network marketing business that has your work center or pay center or whatever it is, your back office, whatever it is, doesn't matter what you call it. Let's just say that when you bring in a new person into your business, that you are their host or their sponsor or enroller or whatever your company calls it. And let's say that when you bring in Tom and John and Joe and Jill and Sally or whoever, and you bring these people in and you are their personal host, in most network marketing or many network marketing companies, when you are their host, and then when they sign up immediately on your front level. And then anybody that they bring in goes onto your second level, goes on their front level, your second level, and it builds down. So you can build wide with the people that you personally bring into your business, and then in depth with people who come in after them. That's called networking. In some companies, you can be here and you can host in another person and put them down deep in your level and still be their personal host. In other companies, you can still bring in new people and put them down in your business, but the person you put them under on their first level becomes the host. It doesn't matter, they're still in your business, and you still accumulate the points and do all of that. Just know how your marketing plan works. And so this is the red personality. So let's talk about some of the attributes of the red personality. Remember, in the blue, that was excitement. It was a party. It was travel. It was getting and going all the time, that sort of thing. In yellow, it was laid back, working in the foyer, taking name tags and stuff like that at the event. But so every color has its own attributes. Every color has a different view of things. And what you need to do, or what we need to do in network marketing, is we need to bring in people from all walks of life and from every color personality and blend them together into our business. But we can't talk to a red personality like we spoke to the yellow personality. We can't speak to the red personality the way we spoke with the blue personality. They won't understand what you're saying. Remember, this is a secret language. This is a language that you have to speak to people at their personality level to get them where you want them to be. So, red personality. Let's take a few minutes and let's talk about attributes of the red personality. Hey, like my cow. This is old Bossy. I pulled her right off the farm, because one of the attributes of a red personality is that they want to be the boss. You will find people for your network marketing business who are outgoing, and when they come into your business, I want you to understand something. When people come into your network marketing business, you are not hiring them. They are not your employees. You are not their boss. However, a person with a red personality wants to be in charge. A person with a red personality wants to be the boss. That's why if you work in corporate America, in a factory or an office building or a store or a call center, whatever it is, you know that there are people at your work site who naturally gravitate to the boss position. Whether or not they are in charge or not, it doesn't matter. They've got the mentality and the attitude of, I want to be the boss. I want to be in charge. And so a red personality can be kind of bossy. They can be kind of pushy. The red personality, they want to be in charge. If you've got them in your church, you've got people in your church who want to hold the microphone, who have to sing the special, who must play the musical instruments. These are people who want to be able to direct traffic to the classroom or whatever. But when something comes up, a project that's got to be done, these are the people who step up and they just take over. In network marketing, you don't want to turn the control of your business over to someone else. But what you want to do is you want to recruit people in, host people in. I like the term host as opposed to sponsor. But you want to bring people into your business and position them into your business where they can drive points or dollars or whatever your business uses for the compensation model. You want to bring people into your business that will drive those points up through you. So what you wouldn't want to do is you wouldn't want to be in your position. Let's say this is you. I don't know how to do it on the screen. You wouldn't want to bring in a red personality and put them on your second level, on your first level, and then bring in another red personality and put them under that first person and have two red personalities stacked on top of each other. Now, the reason for that is although both of them will drive points, those points stack on top of each other. So what you would want to do is you'd want to bring in, let's say you, over a period of time, let's say you brought in 6 red personalities. Well, you don't want all of those red personalities in one line of business. they'll overlap each other. So what you want to do is you want to place them under you on your first level so that they can build down in depth and drive business up. They won't overlap each other. I hope that's not confusing to you. And the reason for it is because the red personality is going to want to be in charge. The red personality is the person that you're going to bring into your business. You've got to train them. You got to teach them you got to teach them your organizational structure. You got to teach them the marketing plan. You got to get them to the trainings. You got to get them to events. And then after they get to where they need to be, you've got to turn them loose. And you've got to let them build their business the way they're going to build their business. And hopefully you've done a good enough job training and teaching them that what they will do is they will duplicate you. And they will build other red personalities down in their depth and help them build red personalities down in their depth, all the while intermingling all the other colors. I hope that makes sense. But the red personality wants to be the boss. The red personality is the person who wants to be in charge. The red personality is even at your job right now, even if somebody's not the boss, they want to be, and they also want to tell other people what to do. A red personality is an outgoing individual. They're not yellow. They're not laid back. They're not waiting for instructions. The red personality is the person who wants to tell other people what to do. Red personality are bottom line people. These are people who come into your business and they want results. These are not people who sit back and wait for you to tell them what to do. These are people who come into your business and they want results. If your business offers a bonus for whatever, either building points or bringing in people or recruitment standards or contests, whatever, the bottom line people come into your business, they look at the marketing plan and they say, okay, how can I benefit the greatest from this marketing plan? What do I need to do to create the results that'll do this? Because in network marketing, sitting on the couch is not going to bring in the results that a red personality wants. A red personality is going to be an outgoing person. They're going to be a no-nonsense person. Red personalities, pardon me. A red personality is a person that will not tolerate whiny people, excuses. I am the color of my shirt. Although I'm pretty laid back, I'm pretty well organized. But the one attribute, at least one of the attributes on this list that fits me real close is I hate whiny excuses. I tell people on a regular basis when they start making excuses to me, oh, Jim, I just don't have the time, or I can't go to that event because I just don't have the money, or I just can't do this, or I just can't do that. I can't stop and read books. I just don't have time to listen to good audio. I just don't. And so here's what I tell people all the time. I tell people all the time, listen, you can make money or you can make excuses. If you want to make money, build a business, I'm going to work with you and we're going to make more money than you can shake a stick at. We're going to build a huge business. We're going to be worldwide. Eventually, in the next 10 years, we will have 100,000 people on our team. But if you're just going to whine about it, find something else to do because you will not see me there working with you. You can make money or you can make excuses. And I'm not one of those people that tolerate excuses. I was sitting in a parking lot here a while back, and I have a little advertisement on the side of my car that talks about making a part-time income, and it's got my phone number on it. Give me a call, listen to the voicemail. If you like it, fine. Leave your name and number, and I'll eventually get back to you. I was sitting in the parking lot. A guy pulled up in his car right next to me, saw the sign on the car, rolled down his window and said, "Hey, buddy," he said, "what's that? What's this thing on the side of your car where we can make some money part-time?" And I started just giving him a very brief invitation to see our business. And whenever he realized that it was going to take some work, he said, "Oh, well, he says, I'm on SSI and I'm disabled and I don't have time." And I said, wait a minute. Hang on a minute, brother." He said, "What?" I said, "You are not what I'm looking for." He said, "What?" I said, "I am not interested in you pulling up beside of my car and then start making excuses on why you would not be able to do what I do." Said, if you start out like this, you are not what I'm looking for." I rolled up my window and went away. Wasn't interested in this guy at all. But there are other people that you will meet that will be interested and will be good for your business. But I don't take excuses. I don't, and I'm going to tell you the truth of it. The reason I don't take excuses is that I've been around long enough that I've used all the excuses. I've made every excuse. I've made them. You are not going to make an excuse to me that I haven't heard or that I haven't made myself. And I've just gotten to the point to where I just am not interested in people who make excuses. And red personalities, now remember, a red personality will turn and walk away from whiners. Red personality in business, they're all about the money. Now, if you are in network marketing and you're not interested in the money, you're not a red personality, you're a yellow personality. And there's nothing wrong with that. The yellow personality, as we talked about, wants to help people. They don't care how much money they make. They don't care how often they make it, anything like that. They're not motivated by the money. But red personalities can see an opportunity and jump on it and want to build it to the most profitable level. And this is important to find these kind of people for your business. Red personalities earn the most money in network marketing. Why? Because they are results oriented. They are focused on the result. Blue personalities talk to more people. You've got to have blue personalities in your business to find the people to bring into your business. And you got to sort them and sift them out and see what kind of personalities they are to see how they fit into your business. So the red personalities make the most money. The blue personalities talk to the most people. But the red personality organizes their team better because they're more focused, and the red personality demands results. So which red personalities gets things done? We've already talked about the boss. People who have a boss mentality are generally a red personality. So the boss is there for one purpose, and that's to get things done. If you're in a workplace and there's no boss, you're not in a workplace. You might be in a social club, but you're not in a workplace. So different types of people fit into this red personality, and they speak the language of the red personality. So those kind of people are people like bosses. These are managers. Believe it or not, but a good politician, I know sometimes that's an oxymoron, but politicians are generally a red personality. And here's why, is because a person who is just a normal everyday citizen or whatever, and they will be in conversation or thinking about a situation that's going on in their community or the nation or whatever, and they will they will think, or they will express the idea, I could do better than that. The person who's in there right now is ineffective. I could do better than that. I could get better results than that. And a person who is a red personality will run for a political office simply because the results that is going on at the time is not good enough for them. I wish I were a little bit more political so I could run for mayor and get the roads in Tulsa, Oklahoma fixed. We have the worst roads that I've ever driven on, and I have driven all over the world. I tell people all the time, I lived in England for 7 years. I lived in Japan for 3 years. And in both of those countries, they drive on the left. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, we drive on what's left. And so because our roads are miserable and we cannot see, and although we've got road construction going on all over the city, every place you go, there's road construction going on. But the problem is you drive through the road construction and you never see anybody out there constructing. Nobody out there doing any work. Somebody is not managing that road construction properly, and you got lanes shut down for miles with nobody out there fixing the roads, and the roads just get terrible. Okay, I know I'm preaching, so I'm gonna get past that. But politicians are results oriented. Now I know that that when a politician gets elected, the first thing they do on their first day in office is starts working on re-election. Okay, I already know that, so you're not going to surprise me with any of that. Politicians get into office and think they're the only answer out there. Well, they're not, but they could be the answer. Another red personality is a wedding planner. Have you ever did you get married? When you got married, did you have a wedding planner? I tell you what, people set a wedding date or whatever, and they hire these wedding planners, and the wedding planner absolutely takes over the lives of those two young people and the families involved, and they plan every little thing right down to the last detail. They've got everything written out. They know exactly the cake. They know exactly how many seats they got to have. They know the decorations. They know all of these things. A wedding planner is involved in every little detail of a wedding, everything. There is nothing that slips by the wedding planner. And a wedding planner is a dead red personality. And here's another one. Top athletes, regardless of what sports you like, I am not a follower of sports, but top athletes are red personalities to the point that they are interested in the results of their endeavors. Okay, a top athletes, people who reach the top of their field, are not interested in silver or gold or silver or bronze medals. As far as the top athlete is concerned, is a silver medal is just first loser, and a bronze medal is just second loser. Okay, if they don't get the gold medal, they didn't win. So a top athlete strives to be the best. They're interested in the win. They're interested in reaching the top. They want the fastest speed. They want the best endurance. Top athletes will practice. Let's say a swimmer. So a swimmer swims a race that takes a minute, a 100-yard swim, a sprint. I don't know what you call it in swimming. They jump in the pool and they swim to the other end. And it only takes a minute to do it, or however long it takes it. but that athlete will go out and practice that swim 1,000 times before they ever jump into the pool to race that race, because they're interested in the result, and the result has to be a win. They're not interested in second place or third place. So top athletes build themselves up, and while the long distance runner is out there running and his back is hurting, his legs are hurting, and all of that, he's not thinking about what's going on in his body. He's thinking about the end of the line and crossing the finish line. So who do we know that are some dead red personalities? I think about Donald Trump. I don't care what your politics are. I'm not getting into politics. I don't care about your politics, and you don't care about mine. I will tell you something about Donald Trump. Now, you're not going to like me for this. I am not a fan of Donald Trump. As a person, as an individual, I am not a wild fan of Donald Trump as an individual. However, as a businessman, he is one of the best in the world. He's focused. He knows what he wants. He knows how to get there. And sometimes he can be a little bit ruthless about getting the results that he wants. He can be crass. He can be nasty. He can be ugly. And yes, he can send some mean tweets. But he knows what he wants. I supported him when he ran for the president of the United States the first time. I supported him when he ran the second time, even though he lost. Now, he's a red personality. And in my opinion, the only reason he lost that election was because of his big mouth. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. And so he attacked the media, which is the biggest liberal I don't want to get into it. Any case, but Donald Trump is a red personality. He sees something that has to be done. He focuses on it, and he attacks it every way that he can to get the result that he wants. If you've not read his book, The Art of the Deal, get it and read it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Other dead red personalities is in the Peanuts cartoon, Snoopy and Lucy, the little girl in the cartoons. She is a dead red personality. She walks into the room and absolutely takes over. Poor Charlie Brown. He can't win for losing when it comes to Lucy around. Yes, sir. She's the one that says, kick the football, and then jerks it out from in front of him and says, you fool, why did you try to kick this football out of my hand? Snoopy, the dog, he's not just some pup that lays in his dog house. Whenever he jumps up on top of that dog house, he puts on his helmet, he gets his machine gun, he takes off in his soft with camel and goes out and fights the Red Baron because he is looking for results. Archie Bunker, whether you like the show or not, All in the Family, I don't care if you like it or not, Archie Bunker is a dead red personality. He's crass, he's nasty, he's ugly, he's opinionated, he's red. And then, of course, George Jefferson from the Jefferson Show. What's the name of it? I'll meet you at the top. They sing that song, moving on up to the east side. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's move along. So red personalities are, here's a key fact about red personalities. Red personalities are good communicators and good listeners. In your network marketing business, you have got to be able to communicate with your business both ahead of you and after you. You've got to be able to form lines of communication both up and down to your company and down into your business line. So red personalities are good communicators, and you need good communicators in your business. Good communicators know how to get things done and are always aware of the final results. Now, as a red personality, if you are a red personality, then you should be aware of where, let's say that your networking model business compensation plan, let's say that it deals with points. And so you have to have so many points to reach a certain level to make so much money, so forth and so on. Those points are spread out, pardon me, spread out through your organization. Well, as a red personality will know where the point spread is in his or her organization and will know where they need to work in their organization. So if they've got a team of people over here that is running strong and the points are coming up and everything is flowing right, the money is right, but over here on this side, let's say this guy right here, he's running a little bit weak and he needs, I don't know, I'm shaking two fingers. This one, I'm gonna do this. I can't do one finger. In any case, so just pick a finger. And let's say that somebody down here in this line, let's say that this one right here, let's say he's not getting the points that he needs. His team isn't growing the way it should. So as a leader in your business, you're liable to have to walk away from these other 9 teams and go down into depth in this one right here and start finding leaders in that business to bolster up the point spread in that business. So a red personality knows how to get down into that line of business and build that team to bring to solidify, to steady that line of business. Why? Because of the final results. All right, let's move along. Red personalities love competition and recognition. I'm not going to go deep into this. I've talked about athletes. If there's a trophy to be won, if there's a pin level to be moved, if there's a ribbon to display, if there's a position to gain, the red personality is interested in that recognition. They want the recognition. A red personality will see every trophy and every reward as a way to showcase their own name. Red personalities are very brand conscious, and I don't mean the name of the tennis shoes. I'm not talking about that brand conscious, but a red personality sees themselves as a brand. They brand themselves. Everything they do, they project themselves because they're looking for that end result. And so every time they move a pin level, every time they win a ribbon, every time they win a trophy, every time they move up to a new position, they see that promotion or that acquisition as a trophy to showcase their own name. There's nothing more exciting than for a red personality to look at a trophy and see their name inscribed on it. If you watch tennis at all, and I love to watch tennis, but every year at Wimbledon, the winner, the person who takes first place, is awarded a trophy. Now, the main trophy stays at Wimbledon. The winner actually gets a duplicate. But on that trophy, every year, the winner's name is inscribed in the next available space. And that winner's name is there from now on. The first winner, whoever won it, his name is still on that trophy. And anybody who goes into that trophy room reads those names and they see the names of those people that say, oh, I remember when that person won the trophy. Or more importantly, I remember when I won this tournament. There's my name. Nobody can take that away from me. And that's how a red personality thinks. Reds will make the most money in network marketing simply because they're the most competitive. Now, let me tell you a strategy here. Find you some red personalities in your business, but don't try to compete with them. Try to team up with them, work together, build a mutual relationship with each other. Don't try to outdo each other. Bring a red personality into your business. Remember, anybody who comes into your business, you get to count their efforts because you're leveraging time and efforts. So you don't have to outdo the people in your business. You need to lead the people in your business, and you need to find people to bring into your business, let them learn the business, and then let them run with it. Don't try to do everything yourself. You need everyone in your business. You need the yellow personalities to support and help at events, and to be in the background, to do whatever it is your business takes that keeps a yellow personality. Remember, yellow personality doesn't want to be up front. Yellow personality wants to be in the background. So you need these people in your business for support, for help. Remember the magic word, help. Blue personalities brings in lots of new people, and they stir up excitement. They're not real good on focus, and they're not real good on follow-up. So you want to bring in blue personalities into your business, but you don't want all blue personalities, because everything will be totally untied and confused. I hope that makes sense to you. And reds, you need reds in your business to organize and keep everyone focused. A good red personality in a line of business can help focus that line of business and solidify your overall organization. So how do we make red personalities understand us? Now remember, we're talking about speaking the language of these color personalities. So how do we make a red personality? You meet someone that, or you know someone that you identify as a red personality, and you've got to make yourself speak to that person in the language they understand. If you speak to a red personality using the words that you would use speaking to a yellow personality, that red personality is not going to understand you, and they are not going to gravitate towards you. They're not going to be interested in what you've got to say, simply because they are not helpers, they are doers. All we have to do is translate our normal conversation into the red language. That answers the question, how do we make a red personality understand us? All we have to do is translate our normal conversation into the red language. Here are some key words. You're not going to believe it, but we're almost through with this lesson. There are some key, I'm going to throw out some key words here to recognize, how to recognize a red personality. And I kind of watch these. You want to write some of them down. If not, that's okay. These are the kinds of words that a red personality will use in their conversation. Now, you've got to listen for these words. You've got to know what words to listen for. But you've also got to know which words to use in conversation with a red personality. Remember, a red personality is all about the money. They want the big bonus checks. They want the promotion. A red personality wants the power. They want to be the boss. They're interested in wealth. So when red personalities are talking to you, listen for these words. If someone tells you, I hate my job, my boss is a real dipstick, the chances are that person, the reason he says that his boss is such a loser, see the loser on the line, is because they think they could do a better job. They'll talk about wealth. You'll hear people say, I've got to find a way to earn more money, or I've got to find a way to turn my financial situation around. Red personality will talk about competition. They'll talk about wanting to compete with the best. They don't like the word loser right there. It's kind of an odd word to have in here, but a red personality hates a loser. Red personalities hate quitters. They're not interested in hanging around with people who will not try. Sometimes a red personality will be in a job that he can't stand simply because the people that he's working with aren't worth working with. They hate whiners. I covered that a while ago. The red personality wants to be the boss. They are results oriented. So when you're talking to someone that you have identified as a red personality, you have absolutely got to key in on some of these words. Now, there's a bunch more. We're not going to get into going over all of these other words, but look at some of them and recognize that a red personality will use these words somewhere in their conversation, and you have got to speak these words in that conversation to make that red personality gravitate towards you. Remember, you're prospecting for your network marketing business. Now, if you're not hosting in new people and building teams of people, then all you're doing is sitting on the couch thinking about it. It's not doing you any good. But if you're actively building your business, you're going to want to watch for the different color personalities. You need the yellows for the help. For the help. You got to have them, but you can't have all yellow. You can't have all blue. You can't have people running all over the place, the excitement all the time. You need the excitement, but you got to have the organization that a red personality brings to you. So, how to invite? We're just going to make up a sentence. We're just going to make something up here. I don't have this written down. How to invite a red personality to look at your presentation. Now, you've identified Tom as a red personality. You've known Tom for a while. You met Tom maybe on the job, or you met Tom at a civil function or civic function or whatever, and you've thought, Tom could really be good in my business. If I could get Tom to take a look and see the possibilities, we could really do some wonderful things together. But how do I get Tom to take a half an hour? 30 minutes is all I need. How can I get Tom to take a look? Simple. You got to speak the language that Tom understands. So let's say you're in conversation with Tom, and Tom is talking about his boss, and he's dissatisfied. You can tell that he's dissatisfied in his job. He doesn't like what he just doesn't like what's going on. He doesn't see much promotion available promotions for him. He may feel like he's at the end of the rope or just whatever. And you say, Tom, let me ask you a question. If I could show you a way, if you would sit down with me for 30 minutes, if I could show you a way that you could fire your boss, if I could show you a way that you could fire your boss and be your own boss, would that interest you? He'll say yes. Tom, I know that you're results oriented. I know you are. And I know that you want to be number one, and you deserve to be number one because you're just good enough to be number one. But if I could show you a way that you could be number one, that you could get the recognition that you deserve, would that interest you? Would you sit down with me for 30 minutes? Tom, if I could show you a way to take a few hours a week, build a long-term residual income, but along the way, receive weekly bonus checks that, quite frankly, can be quite large. And if you work right, and if we can get together and let me show you what we're doing, you can earn not only weekly bonus checks, but monthly long-term residuals. Would that interest you? Would you like to be with a company that appreciates you? Would you like to be with a company that recognizes how great you really are? Tom, you've had your eye on that new car. I know you have. I've seen the magazines on your desk. What if I could show you a way that you could buy that new car? What is that thing? Is that new Mustang? Is that new 5.0 or that super sport car or whatever it is that you want? If I could show you a way that you could buy that car, now it's going to take some work. Would that interest you? And once you buy that car, Tom, here's what you do. You get in that car and you go out to the company that you work at. You're making so much money that you're unemployable. You don't want to work there anymore. So you get in that car and you go out on your last day and you burn rubber all over that parking lot. And as you're driving past the old supervisor, you holler out, "Goodbye, losers." And you just drive off. Tom, could you give me 30 minutes to sit down and talk? You know what Tom's going to say? Absolutely. You know why? Because you have keyed in, you have spoken the language that Tom understands. This is what the red personality is looking for. Now, next session, we're going to be changing gears again, and we're going to talk about the green personality. Green personality is a whole different concept. You're going to want to watch this next one. The green personality, these are the kind of people that you meet and that you know. You know the people that we're going to talk about in our next session. You know the computer geeks. You know that person. You know the computer geeks. You know the engineers. If you don't know them, you'll meet them. I meet engineers all the time. You know scientists, and you know the accountants. These are the kinds of people, and there are others, but these are just a few I picked out. These are the kind of people who make up the green personality, and we're going to boil these people down to one word again, and that one word is information. These are the kind of people that focus on information, that focus on dotting their I's and crossing their T's. These are the most maddening people that you can meet, that you can get into your business. They will drive you out of your mind. And I want a boatload of them in my business. And I'll explain that the next time we meet. For those of you who don't know me well, my name is Jim Laughter. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My phone number is 918-510-4583, and my email address is jimwilmot.laughter@gmail.com. Give me a call if you're interested at all in earning some money on a part-time basis. I would love to show you my marketing plan. I do need about 30 minutes. And we'll do that by Zoom. I'm not going to talk to you over the telephone about it. I want you to see it the way I saw it. But I need about a half an hour to give me a call. Now, that phone number will go to a voicemail. And if it looks like a spam number, it won't even go to that. I recommend that you text me first and let me know that you're going to call. Text me your name. Let me know you saw one of these YouTubes. Let me know that you're interested in some more information. I'll get back with you. A little bit of my background is I'm retired from the Air Force. I spent 20 years active duty. Right out of high school, I joined the Air Force, was in for 20 years active. Then I retired 31 years ago this month. And after that, I went to work for Sears. I did 21 years of commission sales with Sears and another 7 years in sales for Coca-Cola. And so I've got 28 years of sales experience, as well as 20 years of military expenses. And I was in supply and logistics, so I worked with people then too. Married my sweet wife, Wilma, right out of high school. We got married just a few months after graduation, after I went into the service, went through basic training, was on my way to my first duty assignment. Went home, we got married, and went to my first duty assignment together, spent 20 years traveling together. We raised 3 sons, all of them are great guys, all of them. I wouldn't trade any of them for anything but a new truck. And the dealership could have his choice. But those five grandchildren, we're keeping those. So we've got 3 wonderful sons. We've got 2 wonderful daughters-in-law, and we have 5 just wonderful grandchildren. Wouldn't trade any, and I wouldn't trade them even for a new truck. I'm a author. Look back here behind here, you see a little stack of books there. Those are some of the books that I've written. It's not all of them, but some. You can find me on Amazon. Go to Amazon and look me up. You'll find me. And pick out a book, pick out 2 books, pick out 12 books. Use the money. I've written 13 novels. 6 of them have been bestsellers. I've got some short stories, some Western short stories published, as well as I'm also in some anthologies and newsletters, magazines, that sort of thing. Consider myself a network marketing professional. That's what I do. That's what I love. I'm ready to help you and work with you any way that I can, if you are coachable. Now, here's the deal. I would love to have you in my business if you are coachable, if you are trainable, and if you want something special. I will not chase you. If you come to my business and you sit on the couch, I promise you I'm not going to be able to help you at all. I can't push a rope. I can't climb a fence leaning towards me, and I can't kiss a girl leaning away from me. Sometimes I just have to find a different girl. But if you're willing to work, you and I, we can make some serious money together. We can do some great things. We're in business and all over the world. We're international. I'm a former presidential director with an old company that I spent several years with, and I'm a current executive team leader with the company that I'm with now. And if you'll give me a call, let me know, then I'll be able to talk to you about the details of the company. So let me get back here where I need to be. I'm going to stop my screen share. And I think this has been a good lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I kept it to just about an hour. I hope so. The next time we get together, we will be talking about the green personality. I think you're going to like it. I do have a lovely green shirt. I don't think I'll do it today. I'm running a little hoarse today. But we'll get it done, and you'll be able to go back and watch. Now, go back and watch all of these, and you'll get more out of it the second time through. But also take some time and go back and look at the other book reviews. The one on Stephen Covey's, the 7 Habits, or the 7 Habits. What is it? The 7 Habits of Highly Essential People or Effective People. You don't have to get the title of it. Go back and look at it. Stephen Covey's white book. You'll see it. There's a bunch of them on there, endless referrals, all that stuff. That in the meantime, or watch this one first, because you're going to have to know how to talk to the people that you want to talk to. So I'm going to stop the recording. Again, give me a call, send me a text. If you'll send me a text, I will get it. I need to know your name. I need to know your phone number. I need to know a good time to get a hold of you. I also need to know that you saw this YouTube. Okay, so this has been fun. Hope you all have gotten something out of it. And y'all just have a marvelous day.